Hello, Big Brother fans. It wasn't as exciting as I had hoped. I was really kind of hoping that Reagan was going to get it through to Lane, that, he was pretty much his best bet to make it a little bit further in the game. But, the brigade has been strong, with the exception, of course, of Matt. But, it's going to be impossible to break these people up. But, yeah. So when Julie was talking to Lane upstairs, she was asking him if his play has been that he's been dumbing himself down, and he kind of clued us into the fact that that indeed he was playing stupid, and that he was going to bring the smart back. And I said he certainly ain't going to bring the sexy back, not the way he dances. Oh, good grief. Oh, I was glad that they replayed that. I always love seeing their reactions, because, they don't see what they do, especially like for the vetoes and HOH competitions and stuff. And so them being able to see themselves play the game is always fun to watch their reactions. Matt finally broke it to Kathy, they made it all about Kathy, but he broke it to the jury house that he was playing up that disease and his wife really doesn't have it. And of course Kathy made it all about herself because she's got cancer. I'm so over Kathy and her cancer, seriously. I mean, she played that card really, really hard during this game, and I don't know, it just kind of leaves a really bad taste in my mouth, just about as bad as Matt faking that illness on his wife did, just because, I don't know. I myself am a cancer survivor, and I never have ever played that card, ever. And I don't see myself playing that card. I didn't make my life about my cancer. I didn't find it necessary. It was like, the minute I found out about it, it was like, well, I've just got to beat it. I mean, there was just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It just, and then it was over with, and I moved on with life. And it's just a moment in my life, and I haven't made my life about that. And I don't know, just someone making that, it's just, I guess, to each his own. I know this, but she needs to get over it. Seriously, she needs to just get over it and move along and be a sheriff and arrest people. They need to get over Matt. I mean, it was a sucky way to play, to play the game and whatnot. But seriously, I mean, worse has happened. I mean, what was that freaky kid on Survivor? He's so nasty. Playing like about his dead grandmother and whatnot. I mean, it's been done before. People need to realize that this is what people will do to get $500,000. It's just that simple. Moving on, next week is Eviction Day is going to be on Wednesday, so don't forget to be there on Wednesday. I'll try to remind you again on Sunday. I have a feeling that this Sunday is going to be very exciting. I will more than likely be coming on and giving spoilers as to who's evicted, who was nominated and who's won the veto, but I know that most of you all keep up with Joker's updates, but I will put it in the, in the title that it is a spoiler if you choose not to look at spoilers or hear spoilers. Right now is a spoiler, so toodles if you're not into them. Okay, and here we go. The winner of the HOH is Hayden. So now at this point we start to think of all the different scenarios. It's like he has very slim pickings as who he gets to put up. It just seems like it's gonna have to be like Lane and Brittany. But face it, the reality thing is that everybody is going to be able to play veto. So basically, you have Enzo and Hayden, obviously, fighting to win the vetoes, and then the two people up on the block, assuming that it's going to be Brittany and Lane, because they want to put them up together so that they can't vote for one another, which would be smart. However, you have to take into consideration the fact that Brittany has won a few things, and Enzo pretty much hasn't. You know, I mean, he won one thing, right? Hayden's been pretty good so far with HOH. You know, he's got the HOH thing on his side. But you know, if Lane wins it, he would be stupid not to take himself off. You know, nobody wants to be the pawn. The pawn is always, you know, someone who chooses to go home. So if he took himself off, then Enzo would have to go into place. There, you know, no choice. And at that point, we've already heard him say several times that, you know, he wants to take Brittany to the end. So, you know, they could become a fearsome twosome if they really just decided that this was what was going to happen. The other thing that could happen is if, for some reason, Enzo falls out of the veto, which is fairly likely, you know, ahead of Lane and Brittany, as well as Hayden. Lane can fake it, just let her win it so that she can pull herself off, and then it'll be between those two, and she's the vote, you know, the deciding vote at that point in time. So it's really going to be a very interesting weekend pro show. So tomorrow they do the nomination, so I should probably be back tomorrow at some point. And then Saturday is the veto, so once I get home from running around and do a little bit of checking and stuff, we'll see who won the veto. And so I'll see you, I guess, tomorrow, and then Saturday, and then hopefully Sunday. So until then, you guys, we'll see you later.